Okay. All right. So hello everyone. Welcome to the episode of Connecting with Endre Hoffmann. This is episode number 36. And for those who haven't met me before, my name is Sam Lee, and I'm the founder of Connecting Confidence Academy. And I'll be the interviewer interviewing Andre. So how are you been, Andre?
Fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you very much for asking.
No worries. What did you do over the weekend?
I haven't been doing much. I was out at nature and I was helping a few people, and I would love to go flying, but it's kind of out of my 5 kilometer zone. I'm a paragliding pilot and I haven't got a bloody hill around here.
Fair enough. So yeah, you just stayed home basically over the weekend?
Yeah, I did some walks around Ryde. It's a lovely area. A lot of bushwalks and places to go, and I always go playing soccer with my kids each day.
Oh, sounds great. Sounds fun. Yeah, I guess you just need to be more patient when lockdown finishes. I think there's another 20 days or so.
What have you been doing?
Me? Not much. Just relax at home. Can't really do much. I went fishing yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I just chill for a bit, and then yeah, can't really do much during lockdown. So yeah. So yeah, tell me a bit about yourself, Andre. What is something that the audience doesn't know about you? Like where did you come from? In terms of were you born here? Were you born somewhere else?
No, I was born in Budapest, Hungary, in Europe.
Nice.
And yeah, shortly I have become the doctor of self-worth. It came from a lot of pain from my childhood because my father really did not spend that much time with me, or didn't show love, or maybe not in a way that I was hoping for. And then I became this high achiever to probably impress him or to be good enough to have that love and attention. Then it turned out that he didn't never have it, so he could never give it to me. So I kind of started off my life with this: not good enough, not worthy for love, not deserving, and all of these patterns just played out for the next 35 years.
Cool. Sounds great. So so what do you like to do outside of work, Andre? So you say you like paragliding pilot. Like what's your hobbies? What do you like passion? What do you like to do outside of work?
I'm passionate about self-development. See, I have a few hours sometimes. I'm straight into sometimes spiritual things, sometimes about how I could improve my life, one area of life or more area of life, from nutrition to health, through to, thinking outside of the pattern. And also parallel to this, I always look at my journey of personal development to how I can give this to my client, because there's more and more reaching out for me to get that self-love and self-worth back into their life.
Sounds great. Thanks for the answer. And how did you? So Diane Goody actually referred you to me. So how did you know? How did you meet Diane yourself?
It's really exciting with Diane. I have the same mentor as Diane, and we sometimes in same groups, and we kind of doing this beautiful journey where we kind of scale up and help more and more people, which is very exciting, because this is how from pain I have become now the doctor of self-worth, and really helping people with things that I didn't have help with at all. So it has become an absolute adventure.
Wow, that's very cool. And yeah, I was gonna ask you about your career. So you basically, how did you have this idea of being the doctor of self-worth? Did you say you've been through a lot of adversities during your life?
Definitely. These patterns of that not good enough, so disconnected from my emotions because I couldn't deal with this well as a child. I ended up playing out these not good enough, not deserving patterns through every possible area of life, from relationships through to corporate career, trading, network marketing, running businesses, never achieving what I wanted. And a few years ago, I have two children and a wife. And a few years ago, it was so painful to see my child having self-confidence and self-worth problems. I said to myself, that something must change here. I can't just pass this on. And then I was really searching and looking for a solution, and I have shifted my mind. And now I'm helping others to shift that self-worth, that self-belief. And now normally these are areas of life where money, business, communication, relationships, leadership, and health, that's where lack of self-worth starts to show up. And my clients started to call me the doctor of self-worth. I decided I will own this brand, and I basically find the root of the low self-worth mind virus, it's a trendy word now, with accuracy and speed. And I access the mind to do instant surgery on those negative emotions and limitations that somehow people have picked up or they kind of installed for themselves. And of course, this such a there's this peace and safe space for people to drop these old behaviors and identities, and I just connect them to their new identity that's more connected to peace, creativity, joy, and fun. So I love this. That's my new map to life, to enjoy these transformations among my clients.
Wow, it's very cool, very fulfilling. So yeah, so how long have you been doing this now? Like how long have you been doing this business, this coaching?
It's now for about 3-4 years.
Yep.
And I slowly realized what I should really do for other people. And of course, it normally comes from your own wounded or your own adversities that you went through. They become like almost your superpowers to now teach others how to do the shortcut, not lose 35 years that I did, because I believe that's just way too much time to just not realize where the problem is. And that's my real job here. To people come to see me, and I bring things that are unconscious to awareness, so they at least know and pinpoint where the issues are.
Yep.
Have the solution.
Very well said. I guess everyone has a story to tell when you when going to a journey of starting an entrepreneurial coaching business. So yeah, like I totally resonate with you. It's really about using adversities so other people can be inspired by it, and as well as they don't make a mistake like you did before. So you're actually fast tracking them and making a shortcut. I like the way you said, give them a shortcut so they can yeah, basically take won't happen to them again because you experienced it before. So yeah, that's very cool. Nice, I like that.
That's exactly. And yeah, I believe now the real pandemic out there is on this planet is this widespread low self-worth and this scarcity mindset that I have been in, that I was carrying around, where individuals, business owners kind of hold themselves back, and they are not even aware of how they kind of sabotage their own progress and really that breakout or whatever they have like wanted to set out as a goal.
It's very cool. Nice. So what were you doing before this, Andre? What was your job before you started this business?
I had every job under the sun, because I first moved to Ireland for about 8 months from Hungary. And then I've lived for 7 years in New Zealand, and that's where I started to work these sales, customer service roles, and then becoming supervisor. Then I was driving trucks for a while. And I did kind of had my getaways, because I'm one stage deciding that I can't do this corporate career because they don't pick me, I don't get promoted. So I decided, well, I just don't build a career, then I will go and travel, and hopefully I will find answers about my life. So I traveled over 60 countries with a backpack to seek these spiritual gurus. Hopefully they can tell me the answers about my life. So it was amazing, and I didn't realize the answer was kind of inside me all along. Well hidden.
That's very cool. And I heard that you mentioned network marketing. Did you do network marketing before?
Yes, I spent time in two network marketing companies, and I've learned a lot. So I really recommend people to get involved. There's a lot of self-development there
Correct.
and
True.
learning about possibly rapport and prospect an idea and connect with people. I think it's really important these days
Yeah.
to have those skills really at a high level.
Yeah. Correct. And that's what I teach. So basically, I help people to improve on their networking skills, social skills, so that they can connect with anyone at any time. So it's a good skill to have, like a life skill. And yeah, that's really good. But actually, so which company did you work for before in network marketing? Because I'm from the networking marketing background as well.
Oh,
I did it for over 5 years. It's called Motivate, and yeah, I've got a lot of it. What you say is very true. The self-development side is second to none. So yeah, I learned a lot of experience in terms of becoming an entrepreneur, getting out of your comfort zone, becoming a public speaker. All this can be done in network marketing. And
mhm.
which company did you work for, Andre, if you don't mind me asking?
Like the last 20 years, I worked for, I don't want to even go into the list, but I worked for a bank called K&H Bank in Europe. Then I moved on to working for GE in New Zealand, in
Yeah.
Auckland. Then I spent some time with the Auckland vehicle deliveries in New Zealand.
Mm,
Out here, I worked with MKD and Apex in transport.
yeah.
I've done all kinds of odd jobs because I just could not find myself.
Mm,
And and I think the real message here is that unless one is able to drop the external programming and the suggestions that came from parents, from the environment, from school, from childhood, then I believe it's a long journey to find real self or who I am or what do I want to contribute to this planet because
mhm,
I think it's a big false path. I was on this path to earn money and become rich. And I realized this is being rich is not going to make anyone happy. There must be more. And that has to come from inside. But one is not connected to himself or herself. Well, that soul is lost.
mm,
That moment in time when they reconnect.
mm.
I love reconnecting people.
Sounds great. Totally. And which network marketing company was that for? What did you do?
It was called Nu Skin.
Oh, New Skin. Okay,
Mhm.
I know it. It's very well known direct sales company. Actually got approached by a couple of people that asked me to do New Skin. But then yeah, it's good. It's good. How long did you do that for?
I think it was just 18 months or 2 years.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's very cool.
There was another one after that.
And how did you get exposed by how did you get exposed? Was it someone that you know that introduced you to New Skin or something like that?
Yeah, a friend of mine. I been at home on holiday
Yep.
and basically I did not come back to New Zealand at the time
Mm,
because I was looking for this kind of freedom. I wasn't ready to take that business to where I wanted to because
mm,
of all of my sabotaging patterns
mm.
that did not let me to have that result or that passive income, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's really all or nothing, and it really depends if you have a big network or something like that. So yeah, like before I was like I got started and then I just kept calling my my networks, and then yeah, just had it go, had it go. So I built an international business in network marketing, which is pretty good. It's all right, it's good passive income, but then
Mm.
keep going. Yeah.
You still have it?
No, unfortunately, I stopped because the company that I work for, they got administration like bankrupt in a way. So
Oh, I
yeah.
see.
So long story short, I quit it and then I started to do other jobs. So I have a career in sales. So I've been doing sales for over 10 years, and then yeah, I guess it's similar to your shoes as well. Like you said something about you were trying to look for the best career that you want to be in, and yeah, and then you went into this coaching, and then which I can totally resonate with you as well because like during my time before me doing coaching, I was just stuck in life as well. I was like, is this where I really want to do it for the rest of my life, or is it do I really want to do it find something that I'm passionate about, which is basically helping people to improve on the social skills. So I've been like through adversity as well, like what you've been through, and it's good. Thanks for sharing that stories, inspirational story. That's what you need to keep telling your stories so other people can be like positively impacted by you.
Yeah, that's a big one. I think the biggest question most people ask themselves is that, how is my life ever going to make sense? That was my big one, which I could not connect to for decades. Or how does my all of these things that I went through as challenges or problems, how does this adds up to something that I probably can now package into a product or something that I could do for others or I love to do and the market pays for. That's the other thing.
It's really cool. Yeah. Like so it's all really about passion. Because if you're passionate about something, you put your heart and soul into helping people. So it's really cool.
Yes, I get that. Although I would add to it that with passion, I believe it's so important to reconnect someone to self-worth, because I see a lot of passionate entrepreneurs and they are kind of not able to charge money or ask for the right exchange of value and money. And that's a big trap when someone loves what they do and yet they're not creating enough to live by or live on.
Very true. Very true. Nice. Cool. And so this brings me to the second last question. So Andre, how do you build trust with people? Like say for example, if you met someone new, how do you connect with people? How do you build trust with people?
If it's a face to face,
face to face,
yes, I'm looking for commonalities, and of course, building rapport is about kind of becoming a bit like the other person, because there is this golden rule that people like each other if they are like each other. That's what I teach as well. And through social media, I share a content every 2-3 days about what I do, what are the results, and something tips and tricks to rapid change your self-worth, which I'm about.
That's really cool. Nice. Yeah, I like what you say, commonalities. It's really about finding common interests. So you both can connect at a deeper level, which is very cool. And being trust rapport is all starts off with you being able to start a conversation with people, which is very cool. That's great. Cool.
I think a big one is really to connect to be to the self first. Sometimes people just don't. They look like they live someone else's life, so disconnecting from their own emotions that they are not able to connect with others. I think that's a big trap.
Yeah, a lot of people stumble across that. So I guess why I ask this question is because everyone's got different opinions of how they connect with people. So I always ask different people from different perspectives, which is really cool. It really aligns with it. So that's really cool. So you said you've traveled over 60 countries. So was that during your adolescence, or what did you?
It was through this self-discovery from from early age. I lived in Europe, so it's easy to kind of jump in a car and travel around Europe. So that's where it started, sort of from the age of 16, 17. And then it was a bit more extensive around Europe. And then I started to do the 5 continents. I have set out a goal with a lot of countries on the list. A few of them are still missing. And then I just systematically started to take those 2-3 months trips where I believe it doesn't cost you that much, say, to travel to South America and spend there 2 months rather than visit South America 4 times and spend there 2 weeks at a time, because you know the flights are quite expensive. So as long as you can make time for it, then I think it's quite economical to travel around on a budget or on a shoestring, as they call it. I use just Lonely Planet, and that kept me out of trouble most of the time. And my idea was always to connect with other people, other cultures and cuisines. I was always going to the markets, and I wanted to talk to the average people always. And that experience was my first attempt to learning about myself. And because I was exposed to so many cultures and people and ideas, I started to realize about my own limitations, because I was triggered a few times when I was traveling, and I thought, if this is okay for everyone else, clearly there is something in me that is not accepting the situation. So that is one way of learning about self. I recommend it to everyone because there's a lot of adventure as well.
That's very cool. All right, that's great. Thanks for sharing. And that's really cool. So the last question is, Andre, how do we find out more about you? What's your website? What social media accounts are you active on, so the viewers can know how to connect with you?
I have a page on Facebook called the Doctor of Self-Worth, quite easy to find. My name is Endre, E-N-D-R-E, Hoffmann. I guess you probably attach my links there. I've got a page on LinkedIn. I recently started an Instagram account, Doctor of Self-Worth. And I've got a Twitter account that I started in the last few months. Yeah, that's pretty much where I can be easily found. And I have a phone number as well. If someone wants to ring me, that might be the easiest. It's an Australia number, 04 34 760 903. Just get in touch and have your diagnostic appointment with the doctor.
Yeah. Just the doctor. Pretty cool. So how about your website? Do you have a website?
I haven't got one. It's under construction, and I wanted to scale my business and then do the website. So
okay, fair enough.
In a delay.
It's very cool. No worries. I guess it all starts off with social media anyway, so that's where you get the hype from. So that's really cool, Andre. Thanks for sharing. And yeah, viewers, you know how to connect with Endre Hoffmann. He's a really cool guy. And if you want to build self-worth for yourself, he's the go-to guy to look for. So yeah, Andre, thanks for coming on this interview. I really had a good time with you, and I got to know you a bit better. And yeah, hopefully in the near future, I'll get to connect further.
Beautiful. I'm on your group. I have joined the group, so I'm hoping to maybe learn more about your community and see what you do. There's always more to learn.
Yeah, no worries. Well, that's cool. No worries then. Yeah, Andre, thanks for joining the interview. That's all it is for today. I know we can go on forever, but now it's a good time. Yeah. Did you have any questions for me? Or
no, I'm excited to learn about new people and see new groups, what you're doing.
Sounds great. Cool.
There's always something to learn.
All right. Cool. Nice. Well, no worries then, Andre. I hope you have a good day today, and I'll post this up probably next week after the interview, and I'll let you know when it's ready.
Thanks very much.
No worries then. Andre, have a good time, have a good week, and then look forward to seeing you soon.
Oh no, namaste.
All right, man. Take it easy. Bye.
Thanks.